Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Young Merlin for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. In the last video, we got a magic mirror after doing some puzzles, getting some puzzles solved, and also beating up some weird-looking slime creature. And now we have a mirror and we have no idea what it does. So let's press Y. Okay, so we stand there while we control our clone for a few seconds. Interesting. That could be useful. Anyway, we need to get back to the mine, and we have to go through the flooded cavern again to do stuff, or else, you know, we won't be able to do stuff. And I found out some stuff, such as what the mirror does in the instruction manual. I've also found out a few things. When we rescued that fairy, we were actually rescuing the fairy's reflection, and I'm pretty sure some people were probably yelling at me in the comments, assuming anyone yells at me in the comments for that. I also found out that the magic powder is called stun dust, so that's a thing. Also, where in the world is the mine? I need to get back in the mine. There we are. And yeah, we will have to get through this little area right here. And that is how you do it. I'd rather not even fight them, to tell you the truth. Anyway, let's get back in the flooded cavern. I want to use this. I want to make sure that I have the bubble equipped, so that way I know what I'm doing. Alright. We need to get back to the entrance from earlier, to the place where we did things. We need to go back to where we did all those puzzles and basically did everything that we did in the last video. And that is not a mermaid. That is a fish in there. Alright. And I am not in the mood to deal with those things. That is also a fish. That is a fish. Let us use the balloon to get back up. And from here, we need to get rid of these guys. There we go. Alright. Now, thankfully, we can get around here. We can push these around again. We will have to push those around again. And we'll also need to push these around too. And now we'll need to loop back around and push the remaining little statues. And if we push those, we'll actually get them out of the way. And I believe we'll do it for good this time. Now, I need to get back to where that weird guard was, which was right here, I believe. Yeah, we need to go through here to do what we need to do next. So let's get the mirror equipped. This guy's going to be in the way. And we can use the clone that we make from our mirror to get this guy. Or rather, our clone, ourselves, which will soon be ourselves, over here. And it looks like an elf has been chained to this wall. Well, actually, we have something that will help us, and it's this key. Just walk up to him and use the key, and you will free the elf. And you'll get a password for it. So now, we have this hole that we need to jump into. And if we can do this, we should be able to take care of what we need to take care of. This may take a while. So when we start, you need to watch out for that. You need to hold left and right to avoid the broken pieces of the minecart track. And we need to go up as soon as we are able. And that's not what I wanted to do. So let's do that again. I'm not paying attention here for some reason. And we need to keep going up. And pretty soon we'll need to be able to go left. And that's not where I wanted to go left. Like I said, this will take a while. This will definitely take a while. Get me out of here. Okay. So moving around isn't as hard as it is. You just need to be ready to hold the direction you need to turn when you need to turn. Just watch where you're going and you should be able to do this. Now here we can get ourselves a bit of a breather and I can see what I need to do next. Alright. We needed to turn up there and then we need to turn left and then again go over here. And as soon as we're able to turn left, we should be able to do it. I think. Well, at least we got that going on. So I just needed to hold down right there, so that way I didn't get bounced back. All right. Keep holding left, and we should be good. Yes, we are. And we just let the game take care of everything else from there. And we picked up a rock of raw ore. Very nice. And now, this should look familiar if we grab onto it. Or if we let that touch us, that little metal bucket there that's part of that little conveyor belt will be carried back over here. And we can place the ore on this little conveyor belt, this little processing station. And we'll get our last gem. I believe it is our last gem. Let us go ahead and pick it up. And we might as well get out of here. Or we can deal with the minions. So, here's this Goblin King looking thing. This guy will send eyes at us. And he'll send 3 sets of eyes at us. And we can destroy them by either running around the room and getting shots when we can, or we can use the magic mirror. The magic mirror is a lot faster. After you defeat 3 sets of eyes, you run into the Goblin King. You'll almost die, but you'll be free to do whatever you need to again. which is good. Because you actually have to do that in order to progress after fighting all those eyes. You actually have to do things that way, believe it or not. And from here, we have to make our way back to the exit. And... okay, I went the wrong way. I need to go to the right. So the minecart parts aren't all that hard. I didn't really say what you needed to do. Not very well to get through them. You just hold the direction on the tracks that you, or at least on the current set of tracks that you need to lane, just to avoid broken minecart tracks, or to turn when you need to. Because there are certain areas in the track where you can turn in different directions. And you just kind of need to watch what you're doing and just watch the timing of everything, and you should be able to go where you need to go when you need to. I didn't have much of a problem with the first minecart part, which was in the mines that led us here earlier. I'm surprised I got through it as quickly as I did. I had the feeling that the minecart ride that I did for this video, I knew that one would take me. I knew that one would be a little more troublesome, but thankfully I was able to plot a course using a map just like I did with the first one, and that was pretty much able to save me right there. So now that I've pretty much explained all that, it's back through here we go. And why did I do that? That was not a good idea. I know there's going to be one here, thankfully. Why are you still here? I do not like these fish very much, simply because of all the trouble that they will cause. But at least I have the air bubble to make this easier to deal with. At least I have an idea of where the mermaids are now, so there's that. And finally, there's the dwarves. I need to take care of them. It's a lot easier to take care of them on the way back than on the way here. I mean, I had to freeze everyone one at a time. And as long as I keep using this magic powder, it's actually called the stun dust. That's actually what it's called. As long as I keep using the stun dust, the enemies will stay stunned. And of course, you can even reset the period of time in which enemies are stunned, assuming that the stun dust even works on them. You're probably wondering, can you use the stun dust on the eyes from that boss battle earlier? And the answer is no, you cannot. You actually have to do either running around the room and getting shots in while you can, or using the magic mirror like I did. Both work, but the magic mirror is a lot more efficient. And I need to fill up on water and get myself a nice little drink. And I need to make sure that those things don't hit me ever again. So we have the purple gem. I might as well go ahead and throw it in here. Maybe it's the indigo gem. No, that is the purple gem. I have the, or rather the violet gem. So it looks like I have all of the gems. And we have another password. Meanwhile, And we now have a torch and a rainbow gem, and I'm pretty sure we know what to do with the rainbow gem. So, the minions have captured everybody, and I'm guessing that that Goblin King was actually the Shadow King who was mentioned in the manual. So, we now have this entire rainbow completed, and all that's left to do is to go after the Shadow King and his minions, who have kidnapped everybody. They kidnapped the girl we tried to save from being carried away by the river. They kidnapped her dad. And they've also kidnapped the wizard. They've kidnapped everyone. So, we have no choice but to go after the bad guys. And we now know what to do with that weird looking portal thing. We're going to have to use it at that portal thing if we want to continue on with our journey. And that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where we use this rainbow gem and continue on with our journey. That portal's gonna take us somewhere, as trippy as it looks, and we're just gonna have to see where it takes us and deal with whatever comes our way. So until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!